Go ahead and get started. I'm Captain Herbert, Brentwood Police Department, and I've been in charge of this project for the last, at least until when construction started and the early phases of getting the lease and everything put together. So welcome to the Brentwood Police Department and the new Delta substation for the Sheriff's Office.
Captain Herbert. Hey, this morning we had a staff meeting and Captain Silva had his got a nice new uniform short sleeve, and he goes, "Man, I wish you'd have told me to wear a tie." And I said, "Paper pusher, patrol cop." Hey, well, good morning. My name's Tom Hansen. I'm the police chief for the Brentwood Police Department. I've been with the city going on 25 years now, so I've seen us grow up from a little department to this wonderful city, this great police department we have. And I just want to welcome all of you here today. And Sheriff Livingston, thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule. I know that you just took a new position as the president of the California Sheriff's Association, and that's a big work. So thank you very much for being here today. You know, this project's a long time coming. I was approached by some of the county folks probably about 8 years ago, so it's been that long. And recently, when Sheriff Livingston came into office, we made it happen. We came out here and met with the wonderful folks, the professional staff that you have, and we made it happen. I want to thank Captain Herbert for really stepping on the pedal and getting this done. So thank you very much. I'm really excited today. Today's a great day for our East County region. You know, law enforcement, we do our best work when we work collaboratively and as partners, and we'll see that. It's nice to put faces to names. You'll see that as the years go by and we start developing relationships among our deputies and our police officers, you'll see that we'll be more effective and efficient out here in East County. And I've talked to the sheriff, and we have the same goals to work together to give the best service we can to our East County partners and the residents that live out here. And I'm really excited about that. So thank you, Officer of the Sheriff. Hey, before we get, again, I am thrilled that we finally made this project happen. I want to thank everybody that was involved in it. Your lieutenants and captains have been wonderful. And for those of you that I forgot to mention, thank you very much. I think this is going to be a long-lasting relationship with the sheriff. I have to tell a story. Back in '05, I was assigned to the police academy to be an RTO, recruit training officer. I got to spend 6 months working under the sheriff then, and I want to tell you that this is a professional group of individuals that are committed to providing the best service, and I think we're going to gel well with my folks, because I think I'll put my people up against darn near him. Thank you again, Sheriff. I'd like to invite you up so you can say sure. Thank you.
Mr. Merritt, so good to see you. Well, good morning, and thank you, and Chief, thank you for the kind comments. I would say that we're very excited to make this move into Brentwood's home. It's important to us, and we're actually especially excited because we understand Governor Newsom signed a rent control bill the other day. Which incidentally reminds me of a story I'd like to share if I might. This man goes to his local pastor in the community. And he says, "Pastor, this family needs your help. They are destitute. There are 9 children among them. The father is out of work, the mother is ill. They can't afford to put food on the table. They're behind in their rent. In fact, if they don't pay $1,500 today, they'll be evicted. Can you help them, Pastor?" Pastor thought for a moment. He said, yes, I help all of my flock. But I have to ask, who are you? And the man said, "I'm a landlord." So I think you'll be a good landlord. In all seriousness, I agree that this not only moves our deputy sheriffs into a first-class space, and we are co-locating with an agency, in case you don't know it, that has a stellar reputation throughout the county, from the chief on down. And that means a lot to us, to work with an outstanding agency, and I know CHP is also here. And And I think at the end of the day, the entire community out here in East County will benefit from our presence here. Obviously, we serve primarily the unincorporated areas, but if we can solve issues there, have a proper home to do our business, then that will necessarily impact the citizens of Brentwood, which means at the end of the day, we'll all be safer. So this is an example in my mind of what's right with government, where we can work together. The chief and I have a very collegial relationship already, and I agree with you that over time, our officers, our deputies, will learn to work well with all of your staff as well. So thank you to you, Mr. Mayor and the council, thank you for your support. If my board members were here, I'd thank them. They had to move a lot of money around to get this done on our end. I do think that we will pay our rent on time. It is county finance, so we've got to work with you about that. Yes, Vina, thank you very much as well, sir, for helping shuttle this through the process. And Captain Herbert, thank you. Brentwood POA, if you're here also, you're welcoming us into your home. And I have a couple names I want to recognize specifically. Assistant Sheriff Mark Williams, who's not able to be here today, really started the process 7 years ago, 8 years ago. Elise Warren, now the chief of Clayton, was an assistant sheriff at the time, and she helped move the process forward as well. Mary Jane Robb and our entire finance staff are getting this together. Lieutenant Matt Foley, who oversaw the move of our people into the building. Captain Borbley, who is out barbecuing our lunch, I believe, at the moment. So thank you to him for helping to work with Do It and Aztec Construction and the Brentwood staff as well. And to Stephen Bath and our entire technical team, who also had to move a lot of infrastructure in to support the work our deputy sheriffs do. So suffice it to say that we are honored and we are pleased to be now in a new home. We hope to work collaboratively, and we will work collaboratively with the community, with you, Chief, and with your people. And again, to the elected officials who signed off on this project, thank you. It means a lot, not just to us, to me as a sheriff, but ultimately, as I said, to the community. They're seeing what government can do when we work together. So with that, thank you all for being here, and I look forward to meeting you all during the reception. Thank you.
Thank you. Hi, Leah Castleberry. I'm Deputy Chief of Staff for Contra Costa County Supervisor Diane Burgis. I just want to say congratulations on your relocation to Brentwood. We're thrilled to have you right down the street from us. Lieutenant Foley, you can run, but you can't hide. You're just a block away from me now. So, but it's been a pleasure working with your department. I love working with Lieutenant Foley and all your deputies. So thank you. This is great.
Thank you.
And on behalf of Supervisor Diane Burgis, she hereby congratulates the Contra Costa County Office of the Sheriff on their grand opening for the Delta Substation in Brentwood, California. Your partnership, commitment to public safety, honor, courage, and daily sacrifice for the residents of Contra Costa County should not go unrecognized. Thank you so much, Sheriff.
I love this many guns in one. Just love it. First of all, again, you've heard all of the good stuff and how well we're all going to get along and we can pay our bills. You're very lucky, Sheriff, because Brentwood keeps a reserve in case somebody can't pay their bills. But we're extremely pleased. I know the council, and you know, Governor works. When I first got in office, I was going to change Brentwood. Well, it's taken us 8 years to get you here. I don't think we moved too fast. We were on a 10-year program. We almost made it. But we finally did make it, and I want to tell you, your staff, you have a great building. It's loaded with concrete. Nobody can blow it up. We figured that out a long time ago. And you, in this town, the city of Brentwood, loves uniforms. They really do. Am I right?
Yes.
My troops, they love it. When they wave at you, they wave with you with all 5 fingers. they just make sure that you're around. And I've talked to a ton of the citizens, and they're very pleased that you're coming aboard, because I think you're right. The presence of you, the presence of public safety is number one in our thoughts, and we are very grateful that you chose Brentwood. There are other places. No, they're not. But anyway, it sounded good. But again, I think we're going to have a barbecue.
Yes.
And we all should partake. I want to thank the news persons for here because this will get the word out. Crooks hate uniforms. And I just want everybody out there to know we have an awful lot of them. And we are so happy to have all your staff.
Ribbon cutting. Hey, behind you, you'll see when our people that need help will come up here. They'll simply open up the telephone and call in. It'll either go to County Dispatch or Brentwood Dispatch. So for the ease of folks that are coming to get assistance, this will be their contact to us. Captain Herbert, did you want to say anything else about that, or signs?
The only thing that I'll add is that this is for the after hours. So during after hours, they'll come up here. During business hours, they'll come into the lobby. And currently, we have a phone for them to pick up and call County Dispatch, which will then get them a deputy. In the very near future, we'll be rerouting a line, so there'll be a similar phone inside where they'll just have to pick it up, and it'll automatically connect.
All right, you want to do this? Sure, yeah. All right. They said these are very sharp. Okay. Should we do it together? Let's do it together. All right, ready on three. One, two, three. Go ahead, Chief Trent.
Hold it on the other end. Got it. There you go. Now, real sharp. They're really sharp.
There you go. All right. All right.